This is W0LMP, Lennon Bettendorf. Good evening, Steve, and the rest of the net.
Mr. Len in Bettendorf, thank you for coming on in, man. I'm taking. I'm thankful because I like Len. He's really cool. Well, thanks for coming by. We haven't heard from you in a while either, Len, so we'll look forward to hearing from you in a little bit. And don't forget the question of the day, Len. We need to know what kind of music you like and who your favorite band is when we come back through. Hey, how about it? Do we have any other Scott County check-ins? Let's go. And oh, by the way, YouTube is up and it is ready to go. Okay, looks like we've made it through Scott County so far. So what I'm going to do is just going to move on to the next one. How about it, Clinton? How about it, Clinton County? Bring it on in. KD0JNQ. Okay, there we go with Clinton County. How about it, Cedar County? How about it? You got a copy? KD0JNQ. All right, looks like we've made it through Cedar County. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to call it out. How about it, Muscatine? Muscatine County, you there? KD0JNQ. Okay, made it through Muscatine. How about it, Rock Island County? You there? KD0JNQ.
Kilowatt 9, Quebec Charlie Alpha, K9QCA.
QCA. All right, Clayton, how in the world are you doing, man? We'll come back and catch you in a minute here, friend. Good to hear you out there. Ha. Do we have any other Rock Island County check-ins? KD0JNQ.
This is Kilo Golf 7, November Bravo Echo, Bill from Oley.
Golf Echo. All right, Bill, thanks for coming in, man. Appreciate it. Kilo Golf 7, November Victor Echo. Appreciate it, Bill, and we'll catch up with you in a little bit. How about it? Do we have any other Rock Island County check-ins? Kilo Golf 7. All right, looks like we've made it through that part. How about it, Henry County? Are you out there? Bring it on in here, Henry County, Illinois. It's all about you. Let's go. Nobody in Henry County? We'll call it one time. How about it, Mercer County, Illinois? Do you copy? Well, where's that coming from? Don't know. All right, made it through Mercer County. We'll just call it out and see. Do we have any latecomers? Anybody who just came in and would like to check in? Bring it on in. KD0JNQ. It's all about you. Let's go.
WB0VQP just jumped in here.
All right, VQP, Mr. Terry. Hey, Terry, just to let you know, since you come in, if you're here when I come back through, the question of the day today is who's your favorite band and what's your favorite kind of music? So we'll come back and get you here in a minute. We'll just see. Do we have any other latecomers? KD0JNQ. It's all about you. Let's go. All right. Looks like we've made it through, and we're just going to start going down the list here. First, I want to thank you all for coming in. What I'm going to do first is I'm just going to start with AE0IT, Mr. Mike. Bring it on in here, man. How in the world are you doing, my friend? And what's that favorite band?
YT. Oh, just a lot of indoor time this weekend with the temperature being so cold. Actually, I had to work yesterday, and of course indoors. That was up in Mount Horeb, Wisconsin. But favorite band, got a lot of bands, but I would have to say the Eagles. I really love the Eagles.
Cool. Okay.
Haven't seen them for a few years. I haven't seen them since Glenn Fry passed away. But man, what a lineup! What a great group. Harmonically, musically, they don't have to put a whole lot of stuff on their stage. They just do it with their music and the sound and their voice. But anyway, back to you, KD0JNQ80YT.
All right, Mike. Yeah, I know. I love the Eagles. Gosh, especially I forget Travis Tritt did one, and I love the one that Sawyer Brown turned around and did, and they just did an awesome job in the way they did it and the way they traveled, in the Hotel California thing. Gosh, thanks for coming in, Mike. And oh man, I'd like to be in Wisconsin right about now. I'm just at that thaw out part where it could be cold too. So, like I say again, thanks for coming in, and we appreciate it. Let's see. We'll get Mitt real quick. How in the world you doing, Mitt? What the world's going on, and what's your favorite band? And bring it on.
Hey, Steve. Hey, everyone on the net. I'll kind of echo Mike. My weekend was largely indoors, just getting things done, so nothing too exciting. And shout out to Mount Horeb. I've been there, I don't know how many times. It's a fun little town. So, boy, favorite band, that is hard to say. The only thing I can do is judge it by which artist or band do I have the most albums or the most songs in my collection. And oddly enough, it goes back to my college days, and that would be Jimmy Buffett. Go figure.
Jimmy
In
Buffett.
which case, I'll send it back to you, Steve. This is November. Bravo, standing clear.
Oh, yeah, on the Margaritaville. Yeah, Jimmy Buffett, man. Yep, I got a lot of his music here, too, so I can understand that. Hey, but thanks, Mitt, for coming in. It's good to hear your week went well. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to step right on down here, and I'm going to come to Matt, KE0SAW, one of our new HFers. Bring it on in here, Mr. New General. It's all about you. Get her done.
KE0JNQ, this is KE0SAW. Good evening, Steve, and everyone on the net. Yeah, I've been still poking and prodding away with the HF, and actually today I just got done rolling out a full half-wave length of wire for 80 meters. I figure I've got just enough room to stretch a 80-meter end fed from the top of my attic diagonally all the way across the property to the other side of my garage and have a couple feet left over. So I might be able to make that work soon. Other than that, just staying in the house, wishing this cold weather would go away, and testing out the new 2-meter antenna setup I have, and I've got it confirmed. I've got about a 40-mile radius from my location of people and places that I can hit with the 2 meters, so pretty happy with that. As far as music goes, I am a fan of a lot of different genres, but if I had to pick one that I lean more towards, it'd be rock. And in that category, I would have to say, hands down, Metallica. So I will send it back to you and everyone on the net, and I hope you all have a good weekend. KE0SAW.
Ah, cool. Okay. Well, at least it's a good rock and roll band. If all, I'm more a country boy, but I like some good rock and roll too, and especially the classic rock and stuff. Oh man, yeah, totally cool music. All right. Well, hey, Matt, thanks for coming in, man. I guess I kind of thought of you as more one of them other kind of rocker people more than this kind of rocker people. So, gosh, cool to know. Hey. How about an MF0 MIF, Mr. Sean? I looked through and I don't see that call sign anywhere in my book. So I figured, hey, let's just give this guy the official introduction. Thank you. It sounds like you're new. Good to have you come around. Let us know everything about you, my friend. Husband, wife, dogs, cats, kids, all that other good stuff. And that's just what kind of husband you are. Like if you work and where you work at and what your hobbies are other than ham radio, because some of us others might be interested. So KD0JNQ, it's all about you. Get her done.
KF0 Mike India Fox. My name is Sean out of Davenport. Recently added to the whole ham radio hobby. Just do a lot of hunting, fishing. I work with underground utilities and just getting started.
Ah, cool beans, man. So are you originally from Davenport?
Traveled around a lot. Got out of active duty military a few years ago, and trying to find a good group of guys to hang out with and share some passions with. So.
Well, cool beans. I want to make sure that you remember, especially since it's ham radio world, November or May 1st, next Monday is our radio club meeting. It's the W0BXR Radio Club, and we're going to be meeting down at the Bettendorf Library. Now, the reason why I want you to remember is we're going to have a person coming up here. He's been involved with ham radio for many, many years, like all of us anyway. But he's been involved in the club for a long time, and it's one of his passions. And he's going to be coming up next. So I just wanted to bring it in that way to you to let you know you'll get to know everybody from my age to other people's ages in the ham radio world that have a lot of wisdom and a lot to go by. The other thing you forgot to give me, Sean, is who's your favorite music band? Bring it on.
I kind of like Zach Bryan. He's new enough comer out of the Navy. Sounds really good. A lot of bluegrass inspiration there. So.
All right. Well, hey, thank you very much, man. And there's one thing I have to do right now is I have to take my hand off to you, or my hat off to you. My hand off. That'd be kind of screwy. Anyway, take my hat off to you and say thank you very much for your military service, sir. Thank you very much for what you did, because when you put your name on the paper, it wasn't to deliver meals for Domino's. It was getting handed some Kevlar and says, hey, keep them safe and hopefully you make it back. And I want to thank you and for that. So thank you very much for being the man that you are that way. And I'd like to just ask, do you have any more or can I move on?
Let's move on. 73 to you.
All right. Well, what I'm going to do next is I'm just going to step down just a little bit here. And I'm going to go to Terry, VQP, over here in Davenport. And I'm going to say, hey, Terry, how in the world are you doing? And do you have a favorite music band? Bring it on. KD0JNQ. It's all about you, sir. Get her done.
WB0VQP. Well, like everybody else, it was kind of a crappy weekend to try to do anything outside. So did some stuff inside and reloaded some cartridges yesterday and did some stuff like that. I've been working on an 830S Kenwood HF rig and got a little bit more work to do on it, but that and one of my old antique radios from 1933 that I'm working on. And the next meeting, I guess, I'll be doing a little program, and it's about capacitors and what they do and how you can determine if they're doing what they're supposed to do. I guess my favorite band is probably, of all time, is probably Alabama. And they never had a bad song. I kind of ventured toward them and kind of brought music back. WB0VQP.
All right. You're not a kidding, man. I love Alabama. They're one of my top-notch bands. Gosh, Terry. And y'all heard that now. Terry's going to be making a presentation come next week down at the library at the meeting, and it's going to be on capacitors. And gosh, that's going to be kind of neat because I really don't know what capacitors really do. And gosh, everybody knows I've been around the radio a while, but I'm not the smartest Crayola in the box at times. So this will be something really cool to learn and really cool to get down with. So just to let you know, and Terry's really knowledgeable in these areas. So bring it on down to the meeting. Thanks, Terry, for coming in. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to go to Len. How about it, my friend? How in the world are you doing, Len? KD0JNQ, bring it on. It's all about you. Who's the third person?
Hi, Steve. This is Whiskey Zero Lima Mike
Oh.
Papa, Len and Bettendorf.
Dave, the third one.
Just got back into town, been on the road a little bit and visiting family and friends, and got back on, Monday evening late, and just been trying to catch up here at the house. It's been a busy week. Let's see here. Favorite music? Well, I like just about everything, but I enjoy big band stuff, and I like Frank Sinatra and that era. But I also like Iron Butterfly and In-A-Gadda-Da-Vida. So it goes the full gamut. But any music playing is good. I listen to a radio station in Cincinnati, and they play. So they vary every 2 hours. It's a different type of format, and it's based in a nursing home, believe it or not. But they have old-time radio shows, and they have big bands, and they have modern music. So WMKV are the call letters, and it's an interesting station. That's my 2 cents worth, and I'll turn it back to you, Steve. W0LMP clear.
All right, Len. I wrote both of them down. Frank Sinatra, what a mix, because Iron Butterfly sounds like one of them really heavy rock and roll kind of places. So what a mix. I think that's pretty cool. Gosh. And thanks for coming through, Len. It's really good to hear from you, and really looking forward to it. And to seeing you again, and I hope we get to see you at the meeting. Wow, it's summertime. You're here for a while, I think, until at least fall, right? So that'll be cool. What I want to do next is I'm going to come down to you, KW9QCA, Mr. Clayton. How in the world are you doing, sir? KD0JNQ, it's all about you. Let's go. How in the world are you doing? What's your favorite band, and what's been going on?
Hey, Steve, how's it going? I just want to, got the call sign wrong. It's K9QCA, not KW, K9QCA. Also, KD9RJW is my club call. Steve, it's been a while, but yeah, I'm just out mobile around right now doing an Uber delivery. So I was having lunch with a friend, so I decided, well, I'm going to turn the app on and do a little Uber before I go home and call tonight and do some other stuff. Other than that, doing pretty good. Working on an HF project on my new vehicle, so halfway done with that. Got some more stuff to do, some more wiring, some more ground straps, bonding. Got the antenna mounted. Got my 2-meter 440 mounted. Got those on the hatchback. Got some bonding straps done. Got one on the door, so I got a couple more to go. Music genre and some favorite artists. I would have to say, don't let the tattoos fool you if you met me in person. But I'm a country boy, and none of the newer stuff that we have today. It's music genre of the 60s, 70s, and 80s country era. And Steve, since you're a country kid and you probably already know this, WSM 650 out of Nashville, Tennessee. That's my favorite radio station. Comes in only at nighttime. It's a clear channel radio, so it broadcasts out of Nashville. Favorite artist, I probably have to say Ernest Tubb. Probably gonna be one of my top favorite country artists. And then of course, Johnny Cash, Danny Wynette, Loretta Lynn, all them good ones. But now, Steve, I'm gonna have to say Ernest Tubb.
All right, cool beans. Cool beans. Yeah, I like Ernest too. He's pretty good. I got a few here. I've got a whole bunch of music here, man, which is really cool. From 8 tracks to cassettes to CDs to a whole bunch of record albums. So that makes it kind of fun. Anyway, thanks, Clayton. I appreciate it, and it's good to hear that things are keep growing there with your radio world, and all that you got there, and that the Uber's keeping you safe and sound and in bed and all that good thing. So thanks for coming through. It's good to hear from you again. It's been a while. What I'm going to do next is I'm just going to go down and get Bill next, KG7N. As you said, I got that one wrong. I got to check and make sure I got Bill right. NVE. Bring it on in, Bill. It's all about you. What the world's been going on, my friend? And who's your favorite band? KD0JNQ.
Good evening, Steve. Thanks for taking the net. I'll be quick about this. Looks like you're running out of your half-hour time allotment. Yeah, I had a nice slow week with cold weather and interrupted a few projects, so I was able to kick back. Enjoyed a real nice performance of Grumpy Old Men with the Fort Dinner Theater last night. Was a fantastic performance. They done a great job. As far as the genres and things in music, it runs the gamut here, but I'd have to go with Stan Kenton.
Wow.
Back from the mid-40s.
He's cool. I like his music.
Probably didn't hit the most popular trademark until about 1956 or so, but he had a lot of firsts in his music.
Yes, I know exactly.
Stan was known as the
Cool.
lo-fi type guy, but he tried a lot of new things and had some original recordings that came out on
Yes.
on the first
75.
go-around for hi-fi. So that's
Oh, yeah.
about it. I'll turn it back to you, Steve. KG7NBE.
Cool beans, Bill. Yes, I know exactly who he is. I was just sitting here going through some of my record albums, and when they went from 75s to 33s, somewhere in that time period between the late 40s and in early 50s. That's what I got here. I have a couple of 75s in the back here, and I noticed his name come up, and I like his music too. They're from I got to look to see what years they're from, but they're the harder vinyl type albums, and they're really cool. So yes, I know exactly who you're talking about there. I just ran into them, and that's pretty cool. Well, just to let you know, I'm kind of I like classic rock. I'm more a country boy than anything. I really love Willie Nelson and Sawyer Brown. I'm an outlaw type country person, and when it comes to rock and roll, I love 38 Special. I'm going to tell you what, the Van Zant boys really did a lot with 38 Special and Leonard Skinner, and it's good wholesome music that you can take almost to anybody. So that was that, and I want to thank you all for coming in tonight. What I want to do real quick is I just want to check and see, do we have any other latecomers? KD0JNQ. Okay, with the jab part of the net, we've got that part done. Now, just real quick, do we have anybody who's got anything they want to buy, sell, trade, or just give to Steve? Well, it looks like the give to Steve thing didn't work, but here we go. I'm going to tell you what, thank you all for coming in. I really appreciate it. And once again, don't forget the meeting next week at 7 o'clock at the Bettendorf Library. It's upstairs. I forget the name of the room. I think it's the second room from the end. You'll know. We'll be in there having a grand old time. Be there at 7 o'clock, because what they do now from 7 to 7:45 is they have the presentation. And it sounds like that we have a capacitors presentation coming on with Mr. Terry. He's going to get that done for us, so don't miss it. There'll be a lot to learn. Hey, so bring it on in. Thank you all for coming around. We'll look forward to hearing from you next week, and hopefully next week it'll be a little bit busier again. KD0JNQ. Good night, sweet dreams, and we're returning the repeater back to its regular intended use. Good night. Darn. Oh, somebody. Whoever that is, you're not holding the repeater. Try again. KD0JNQ. I still can't copy. So what I'll tell you what, I still can't copy. So what I'll do is I'll take and I'll take and turn it to the 8.8 repeater, and I'll be waiting there, and we'll let you catch that way. How's that sound? So KD0JNQ, we're going to be off the air and QSY to the 8.8 repeater. KD0JNQ, clear. Good night, y'all.
PM.
KD0JNQ, KD0GBB.
Why, hello, Mr. Pat. How are you doing, man? KD0JNQ, was that you down there on 700?
It sure was, Steve. Thanks for checking me in. Yeah, I'm in my mobile. I'm in my driveway, actually. I'm going to hit a couple repeaters and probably go in. I'm going to do a simplex net on 147.525 tonight, and everybody's welcome. But I'm out here on the drive tonight. Just got back from my walk in the park and enjoying the evening.
Oh, cool beans. So this 147.525, are you going to be doing that all the time?
Well, I'm looking for somebody to take it over because once the ball games start up at the park, I'm going to get into 8.8 and W0CS and maybe crossband into something or Sterling. But yeah, I'm not going to be on all these frequencies in the summer, so I'm kind of looking for someone to take that over. That 147.525 is a winter meet frequency, so I like to keep it open. I like to keep it alive.
Oh, okay. Well, I know I'll look around. I knew you were doing the sideband net, but I didn't know if you didn't get your radio back or what was going on there.
Well, Steve, I got the radio back, but the deal is, you know, I unpacked it. It's not damaged. I haven't hooked it up yet, and I really want to give it a test on each and every band. And that's why I went to the FM 147.525 instead of the single sideband 265 net. But probably next fall, we'll see what happens. I like the response I've got on 147.525, but you know, maybe I'll open up the sideband net next fall on a different, because I want to keep them both going.
Oh yeah, Roger, I understand that 100%, man. Because I'm going to tell you what, the sideband net was a lot of fun. I just know I get tied up here in a lot of other things, so it's kind of hard for me to be able to take and tell you that I could do it. But I've got so many other things that go on. It's hard for me to even make the nets right now. So go that route. You know what I'm saying?
I sure do, Steve. And but we'll see what happens, and we'll try to keep things going. But anyway, I'm going to clear off of here and wait for W0CS tonight. So appreciate you checking me in. 7-3s, KD0JNQ, KD0GBB. I'll clear on your final.
Hey, you got it, Pat. Thanks for checking in, man. I really appreciate it. I'm not sure everybody must have took a vacation. And we'll see what we can do. I'm finding somebody to do the 147.525, and we'll go from there. I know I got to somehow come up with a way to help on Tuesday nights because I got something that came up, and it's been really hard there because I like helping the ladies down there in Kansas City with their hamettes and that. So I understand where you're at, man. Anyway, we'll catch you later, Pat. You have a nice evening. KD0JNQ this side, 7-3. Good day. All right. Anybody want to do a net? There you go. Pat needs somebody. It's all about you if you want to do her. I'm going to shut this thing down, and I got to get back to one other thing. So I want to say thank you for coming through. Appreciate it. I need to go talk to my wife for a bit. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Is that you, Rob? That's left out there? Mm-hmm. No, it must be Mike. All right. Good evening. We're going to head on out and head for Clinton. Top of the day. Bye-bye.